Beloved child of God, today you stand on the edge of something extraordinary. The air around you hums with divine energy, a gentle reminder that heaven is not distant, but intimately close, celebrating the steps you've taken and the ones you're about to take. Every season of waiting, every silent prayer, and every tear shed in solitude has been gathered like sacred offerings in the hands of the one who never sleeps. You may have felt alone in those moments, but divine eyes were always watching, divine hands always holding you. Even when your faith felt small, like a flickering candle in a storm, it was enough to move mountains. The struggles you faced were not meaningless. They were the forge where your character was shaped, your courage tested, and your heart aligned with a purpose greater than yourself. What felt like setbacks were divine setups, positioning you for a breakthrough that could only come through surrender. Now, as you stand here, the universe itself seems to pause, a holy anticipation filling the space between what was and what is about to be. You've carried burdens that others never saw. You've wrestled with doubts that try to drown your hope. But here you are, still standing, still believing. That resilience is not your own. It's the fingerprint of God on your life. The enemy may have whispered lies about your worth, your purpose, or your future, but heaven's truth drowns out every falsehood. You are chosen. You are loved. You are enough. The confusion that clouded your vision is lifting, and clarity is breaking through like dawn after a long night. What once felt like lack is being replaced with abundance, not just in material blessings, but in peace, joy, and divine connection. The sorrow that weighed you down is making way for a joy so deep it can only be explained as a miracle. This shift isn't random. It's a fulfillment of promises whispered to your spirit long ago. Beloved child of God, open your heart to hear His voice speaking directly to you. This message is more than just a passing moment. It is a divine call meant to touch your soul. Listen closely as the Lord shares His heart with you. His words carry the power to bring about deep and meaningful transformation, guiding and uplifting you in ways beyond your imagination. Embrace this moment with faith and anticipation, allowing His message to profoundly touch and renew your life. As you receive this message, know that you are supported, loved, and guided by a divine presence that is committed to your growth and well-being. The road ahead may still feel uncertain, but uncertainty is not a curse. It's an invitation to trust. Every detour, every closed door was a divine redirection protecting you from paths that could not sustain your destiny. The relationships that faded, the opportunities that slipped away, the plans that crumbled, they were not losses but lessons. God was pruning, not punishing. He was making room for what aligns with your true purpose. You are not late. You are right on schedule. Divine timing is precise, intentional, and perfectly synchronized with your growth. The seeds of faith you planted in seasons of drought are now breaking through the soil, and what blooms will astonish you. Your story isn't ending. It's entering a chapter where grace outshines every past struggle. Imagine standing at the shore of an ocean, watching waves of favor crash at your feet. Each one carries something meant for you. Healing, provision, breakthroughs, relationships, opportunities. You don't have to chase these waves. They are coming to you. Your role is to stand firm, to believe, and to receive. The universe operates in rhythms of giving and receiving, and right now, the tide is turning in your favor. What you could not make happen on your own is being orchestrated by a force greater than any human effort. The same power that hung the stars and painted the skies is working behind the scenes on your behalf. You are not forgotten. You are foreknown, cherished, and destined for greatness. There's a divine exchange happening even as you read these words. The weight you've carried is being lifted, replaced with a lightness of spirit. The fears that gripped your mind are dissolving, replaced with a peace that defies logic. The weariness in your soul is being refreshed, like a desert suddenly bursting with streams of living water. This is not wishful thinking. This is the reality of God who keeps His promises. You are stepping into a season where faith becomes sight, where prayers become testimonies, and where your story becomes a beacon of hope for others. The trials you endure were never meant to destroy you. They were meant to display God's glory through your life. Remember the story of Joseph? Betrayed, forgotten, and imprisoned, he couldn't believe the lie that his destiny was over. But every setback was a step toward his throne. In the same way, your pain has purpose. Your waiting has meaning. Your story is being woven into a tapestry of divine grace that will leave others in awe of what God can do. You are a living testimony of resilience, a walking miracle in progress. The doors about to open for you will not only change your life, but will create pathways for others to walk into their own breakthroughs. Your victory is communal. It ripples far beyond you. Take a moment to breathe. Let gratitude fill your lungs. Thank God not just for what's coming, but for what is, for the strength He gave you to endure, for the hope that refused to die, for the love that never let you go. Gratitude isn't just a reaction to blessings. It's a magnet for them. When you acknowledge God's faithfulness in the small things, you create space for Him to move in the big things. Your praise is a weapon against despair, a declaration that God is good even when life is hard. And in the sacred space of thanksgiving, miracles are birthed. The world may define success by wealth, fame, or power, but heaven's metrics are different. Success here is measured by obedience, love, and faithfulness. By those standards, you're already thriving. Every act of kindness, every choice to forgive, every moment you chose faith over fear, it all matters. It's all eternal. And it's all leading you to this moment where the invisible becomes visible and the impossible becomes possible. You're not just crossing a finish line. You're stepping onto a launching pad. Romans 8 verse 28 says, "And we know that in all things God works for the good of those who love Him, who have been called according to His purpose." Let this truth anchor you. Every tear, every disappointment, every sleepless night, it's all part of a divine equation where God turned brokenness into beauty. Nothing is wasted. Not one thing. The delays, the rejections, the silent years, they were not obstacles but ingredients in a recipe for your destiny. What the enemy meant for harm, God has rewritten for your good. You are living proof that His plans cannot be thwarted. As you move forward, carry this truth like a shield. You are heaven's masterpiece, a living testament of grace. Walk with confidence, not in your own ability, but in the God who goes before you. The best is yet to come, not because life will be perfect, but because you'll see His perfection in every imperfect moment. You are loved beyond measure, guided without fail, and destined for wonders that will leave you speechless. The journey continues, but now, you walk in the light of who you truly are, God's beloved, equipped, and unstoppable. Type 1111 to claim the divine blessings that are coming your way and receive them with faith and expectation. Embrace this moment and welcome the abundant life that awaits you. Child of God, pause and breathe deeply. This moment is no accident. It is a sacred intersection of time and eternity, where heaven bends low to meet you. These words are not random. They are a love letter from the divine, crafted for your heart alone. The one who formed the stars and numbered the hairs on your head has been tenderly gathering every whispered prayer, every tear that fell in secret, every silent plea that rose from the depths of your soul. You are not invisible. You are not forgotten. You are known fully, fiercely, and forever. Even when the night felt endless, He was there, His hand steady on your shoulder, His breath stirring hope in your spirit. Every season of waiting, every ache of uncertainty has been infused with holy purpose. What the enemy meant to bury, God is resurrecting. What felt like brokenness, He is transforming into a mosaic of grace. Can you feel it? The air vibrates with celestial momentum. A divine reset is unfolding around you, rearranging the fragments of your story into a breathtaking tapestry. You stand at the edge of a new dawn, where the shadows of not enough dissolve in the light of more than you asked or imagined. Heaven has been laboring in the unseen, turning delays into divine blueprints, weaving setbacks into stepping stones. The road you walked, marked by detours and deserts, was not a punishment. It was a pilgrimage, guiding you to this holy threshold where miracles await. The God who parted seas is parting the chaos before you. The one who resurrected dry bones is breathing life into dormant dreams. Your past has prepared you. Your present is being anointed. Your future is ablaze with promise. If this truth stirs your spirit, speak 333 now, a celestial echo aligning your heart with heaven's frequency. Asterisk, asterisk, let it be your yes to the unseen, your surrender to divine script being written over your life. In this holy agreement, chains break, doors swing open, and favor accelerates. Your faith is the bridge between the impossible and the I am. You need not strive or strain. This is not about your ability, but His sovereignty. The God who paints the sky at sunset and whispers galaxies into motion is orchestrating your story with the same precision. You are not late. You are not early. You are exactly where He needs you to be. Those closed doors, divine protection. Those silent seasons, sacred incubation. Even now, He is turning your scars into altars of testimony, your wounds into wells of healing for others. You are not merely surviving. You are being sculpted into a sanctuary of His glory. The world may have labeled you ordinary, but heaven sees a warrior, a vessel, a living miracle. Let this truth sink into your bones. Jeremiah 29:11 is not a distant promise. It is your present reality. Asterisk, for I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. Plans to prosper you and not to harm you. Plans to give you hope and a future. Asterisk, every twist, every trial, every tear has been a thread in this grand design. The financial strain, a setup for provision beyond logic. The heartache, a prelude to joy that outshines the pain. The loneliness, a canvas for divine companionship that transcends human understanding. You are not lost in the chaos. You are held in the palm of His hand, where every detail is intentional, every moment infused with purpose. Now lift your eyes. The fog of fear is lifting, revealing a horizon drenched in dawn. The blessings approaching you are not generic. They are tailor-made, bearing your name, your DNA, your destiny. Favor is chasing you. Breakthroughs are orbiting your life. Divine connections are being summoned. All that's required is your trust, your willingness to release the old narratives and embrace the new. Let go of the need to control. Surrender the how, and when to the author of time, your role is not to engineer the miracle, but to expect it, to welcome it, to dance in the certainty that it is already on its way. Feel the shift. The atmosphere crackles with holy anticipation. Angels stand at attention. The cloud of witnesses cheers you onward. This is your moment to shed the weight of what if and step into the weightlessness of what is. The healing you crave is already stirring in your bones. The restoration you've wept for is knitting itself into your relationships. The purpose that once felt elusive is now rushing toward you like a river breaking through a dam. You are not climbing a mountain. You are being carried on eagle's wings. And when the blessings overflow, when the harvest comes in waves, remember this. Gratitude is your supernatural currency. Worship while you wait. Praise while you pivot. Thank Him not just for the breakthrough, but in the breaking. For it's in the surrender that strength is perfected. It's in the letting go that miracles take flight. Your story is not your own. It is a living psalm, a testimony etched in eternity, meant to ignite faith in generations yet unborn. Now rise. Shake off the dust of doubt. You are not who you were. You are a phoenix of faith, forged in fire, crowned with courage. Walk boldly into the unknown, For the unknown is where God meets you with manna and miracles. The road ahead glimmers with divine appointments, open heavens, and breakthroughs that defy logic. You were born for this, not to barely survive, but to thrive, to reign, to radiate as light in the darkest places. If your spirit leaps in agreement, release your amen into the heavens, a thunderous yes to God's perfect timing and boundless love. Asterisk, asterisk, this is your sacred yes to the harvest, your surrender to the floodgates of blessing. The wait is over. The season of soon is now. Step forward, child of the Most High. Your promised land is here.